Do you know that Kamala is a token? Do you know that nobody wanted to endorse her? Not even Obama wanted to endorse her because she's incompetent. Nobody wanted her in the position, but they did it because she was black. That's an insult. That means you're not intelligent enough. That means you're not quick enough. That means you're not smart enough. That means you're not even equipped. You're just black. That I have been laying low politically because, again, I've been indicted. Understand something. I've been indicted by the Biden administration as a black woman for standing against the murder of innocent children, including and especially because they take up the biggest margin, black babies, okay? So now Biden has stepped down, right? And I have been laying low. I've been like, listen, I'm not saying nothing. I'm going to just live my life. I'm in Vegas. I'm about to go to the buffet. I'm just trying to eat. I'm trying to be at Sphere. And I'm trying to be at Flyover Vegas, enjoying my little life with my husband before sentencing. But I have to.
Who is this, man?
Let me explain something.
I don't know her.
And I'm speaking to the black community. I have to. I'm speaking to the black community, and I'm going to keep it a buck. If you, in your heart, feel like, oh, they're going to put up Kamala, I'm going to vote for Kamala, you are telling me how ignorant you are when it comes to politics, not as a person, because just because you are ignorant according to politics doesn't mean you're an ignorant person, but you are very ignorant according to politics. And I'm going to tell you why. And a lot of people will get offended, but I don't care. I'm going to be honest with you, okay? Kamala, number one, has never been for the black community. I want you to understand something. Kamala has played a part, just like Joe Biden, in persecuting and putting African-American people in jail by the droves. Okay, when it comes to drug crime, she has treated drug crime as if it was murder. Okay, and then on top of that, let me explain something to you. The only reason why Kamala is a vice president in the first place is because she's black. It is not because she is qualified. It is not because she is competent. It is because she's black. Now, why should you be offended? You would think, oh, well, yeah, we black people, we supposed to support our black folks. Can we pause it for a second? Okay, let me explain something to you.
Okay, we'll just pause it for a second. Okay, well, we know in politics, if we go back when, let me see, who did they bring out back in the day just to get more votes and cater to the ladies? When they brought Sarah Palin on the ticket, you know, that just, you remember that part right there. You remember that?
I remember that.
Wow.
I remember that.
You know, to get more ladies votes. Okay. When Biden picked Kamala Harris, it is to get more women votes and to get the black vote. That's just politics in general. Regardless, what she say might have some validity. It might have some validity, Kane, but
so what you're saying is we have dumbed ourselves down.
Say whatever you would like.
Now I'm just saying. So black people have dumbed themselves down to just putting a person that's the same skin tone to follow.
You can say whatever you would like.
I'm just saying because
the politicians will do whatever in the best interest.
If it didn't work, they wouldn't try.
Yeah, well,
if it didn't work, they wouldn't try.
Right. They would do whatever is in the best interest for them to get elected. Okay, that's all.
So they know how ignorant we are.
Well,
they know how ignorant we are that we will fall for a skin tone to represent us.
Well, Kane,
you know what I'm saying?
Look at this, the catering. Okay, we can take the catering. All politicians, pretty much, they pander to whomever they need to get the vote. Do they do something?
I get
Let's
that.
go with Hillary
Hillary
Clinton in the hot sauce episode when she was on the Breakfast Club. Come on, that's just ridiculous right there.
I get it, but why do we fall for the same?
We have to stop. You have to educate ourselves
over and over and over. Why is it that we fall for the same tricks, same card trick? We already know how it ends. but we still fall for
That's
it. Why is
that's
that?
a question that I can't even
You can't even answer for the black
Yes,
population.
right,
How
right,
about congregation?
right, right,
How about I ask them? How about I ask them? I don't know what our demographic
right,
is, but why is it that we fall for skin tone when it comes to political figures?
right.
Why do we feel like we need to pick and choose because of a skin tone, not because of a policy or their ideology,
Mhm.
but more so their skin tone?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I,
Explain
I
that to
would love
me.
to see some comments on that, congregation. I'd
Yeah,
love to see some
okay.
congregation.
Just let us know. Let us
Yeah.
know. Let us know what y'all think about that, because it's very interesting or whatever. And she's running around saying that, I guess, Kamala is black or whatever, and what, she's Indian, right?
Well, yeah,
So
she's mixed. So she will claim both
yep.
sides. So she plays
Well,
the
well,
fence
well, what is
too.
she claiming? What did she say she is
She done
then?
said she was black.
Because remember, it's all about what you say
Yeah,
you are.
yes,
So what is she
100%.
saying
She
she
said
is?
she's black before. We know she went to a black university, HBCU. Shout out to
I
all
don't
of them.
care where you
I know.
go.
Stop.
That's for
Okay. Yeah,
minorities.
yeah.
It's for
I know.
minorities.
Kane, don't. Hey, you gotta watch your tone now. Okay. We just did an episode on anger. Y'all check that out.
I'm
Y'all
not
check that
angry.
out.
I'm not
But
angry.
yes,
I'm,
being serious,
all I'm doing is
right.
saying, like,
But she can
like,
play both
we just
sides.
got to
She
talking
can
about
play
it.
both sides, and that's perfectly.
Oh, so she double
Oh
dutching.
man, come on, in and out.
Oh,
Let's
oh,
go.
okay, okay,
Let's go.
okay,
Let's see
okay.
what she got to
Hey, let's
say.
listen.
Yeah.
Okay, let's listen to her. Man, oh my goodness.
You should be offended beyond report because of the fact that somebody is willing to put someone in a seat for their color, even when they're not qualified to do a favor for you. Let me explain to you how the last 4 years have went. Up 3, coming into this 4. Let me explain something to you. So for the first three years, Kamala has not cared about the black community. Okay? Kamala and Biden have been doing everything in their power to support illegal immigrants. They have been coming in this country. They're getting your benefits. They putting their kids, these illegal immigrants are going into your kids' schools. They in the hood. They're taking over. You're no longer relevant. They're taking over, okay? But then on top of that,
Facts.
okay, they're giving them money. They're giving them credit cards. I mean, they're booking them, taking them. You got immigrants coming straight out of Mexico living better than you did, and your ancestors done built this country up. Boo. Let me explain something to you. That's how valuable you are to the Democrat community, okay? But now, boom, year 4.
Facts.
It's election time. Y'all, we ain't really did nothing for these niggas. I guess we gotta
Excuse
do
the language.
something. Let's call up Kirk Franklin, and he comes to the White House. Kirk Franklin went on that stage with them tight shorts or tight suit and that extra low button top that he wears on stage. And he danced and he got a check. And that was for you. They paid him to please you. That's how important you are. When Hillary wants to campaign, she don't actually focus on issues in the black community that are needed. She says, oh, I got hot sauce in my bag, boo. Are you pandering to us? Is it working? Oh, y'all forget. Your memory is terrible. Y'all forget. She said, is it working? That's how valuable you are as a vote. That she don't even got to invest to get your vote. She don't even have to work and put the agenda in and start to show proof to get your vote, black woman, black man. You so special to be black. You so special to be black that you don't even get no benefits for it. We'll just put Kirk Franklin and let him dance for the day.
Don't do it for me.
That'll do. Oh, the Mexicans, we're going to invest in them. We're going to have them come from the border. We're going to do everything in our power for them. But for you niggas over there, y'all good. Let me explain something to you. Y'all don't understand the amount of racism that you co-sign. You look crazy. These people see you as animals and dogs. They tell you it's raining and are pissing on your head, and you sit there and you let them. And
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that part.
Okay.
Some of the things I might have said facts on, and then some of the things, no, I'm not going to agree with her on everything just because she's animated, she's speaking with passion and all of that. No, I can't agree with everything she says.
Okay, and I think that a lot of times, and this is speaking from the black community.
Okay.
And I'm part of it, whatever, I guess,
You are.
we do fall we do fall for tricks of, them pandering, meaning they will say things that's relatable to you and you feel like they on your side. I think that black people do that. I mean, I know we have some maybe some white people, some Asian people, some Hispanic people that are part of our congregation.
Yes.
But what do y'all think about that? What do y'all think that black people are doing this? And I just want you to be honest. You ain't got to be nasty about it. I get it. You ain't got to be nasty about it. But I mean, I'm all about the truth. And I would say, from my perspective, I think that we just fall for the pandering. Whatever they say, hot sauce, whatever they say, we fall for that junk collectively. Not everybody, because I sure don't fall for it. But there are people in my community that fall for it, and I'll let you know for sure. What you got to say? I know you got something on your mind.
Well, thank you. And you was right, Kane. And
I'm right. I'm right.
Yes. In this aspect, yes. And I will say this, and now it just took me back to when Hillary Clinton was reading and say, "I feels no ways tired," and she tried to say it with a little twang, like we say in the church, and people will come to the church.
Well, that it would be.
And yeah, but you're trying to resonate.
Southern.
Trying to resonate. She was in the South.
But she's not from the South. She's from Illinois.
I know, but she was trying to resonate. It's still a form of pandering. But Kane, why has it been, and congregation, like he said, be truthful, because you see it, doesn't matter what race you are. It's been happening for years. When it's time for an election, then you'll see politicians going, and I'm talking about for both sides. So we're not going to say just Democrats, because Republicans will do it too, some of them. President Trump has been to a couple of black churches when he was on his rounds. Because
who cares about going to the church?
Kane, sir, we're going to be fair, because that's what we do here. We're going to try to present the truth. It's uncomfortable. Both sides do it. But we see Democrats always take it a step a little bit further, because Republicans, either they're going to come or they not. They don't have to worry about it, because we know that's not most of our base anyway. But we'll see the Democrats. They'll show up anywhere and everywhere. And then you really don't see the votes translate to what the people would want to happen. Okay. And why is it? I got another question. Why is it that it seems like for the black community that Democrats will always try to say, I'm going to handle these issues. These issues are your issues. And then you don't see anything. But do they cater to any other demographic, any other nationality? Do they go to the Asian community or anything like that? Those are valid questions.
Well, okay. And congregation, y'all can answer him if there is something out there. But my question would be, are there specific issues for specific demographics? Meaning, we can start with the black community. Are there certain issues that we need to have pinpointed with a politician right now? From you, Mitch, is there anything right now for the community of the black community that we need help with? Because I understand people say there's racism going everywhere, and we're pointing here, we're pointing there. They taking away this, they're not giving us chance here.
But see,
what is it that we need from them right now?
And Kane, I wouldn't have the exact answer for that.
You don't got the answer for that.
Wait, stop.
You speak on a black man, right?
Stop.
You ain't got the answer for that.
Right now, you need to come on down, okay? I done been reformed. But anyway, but Kane, on a bigger note, what are the issues that's plaguing the Black community. If you want to go with the poverty level, with housing, and you can go back and say that's
So
with
so those
everybody.
issues
The
need the
violence
government
in the
involved.
communities. Come on.
The violence,
The,
the government needs to involve themselves in the violence that we can't even take care of our own.
yes.
We're killing
Yes.
our own.
Yes.
We're killing our
Yes.
own. Look, they already intervened long time ago.
No.
3 strikes. They intervened long time ago about
so
this.
let's
And then
come
you
on.
say, and people will say that they overdid.
Yes, they
it.
did.
And maybe certain instances they did overdo
Come
it.
on.
But however, why we can't take care of our own community?
Kane,
Why is it that we can't do that?
I'm sorry.
We need leadership, huh? That's exactly what Black people say all the time.
Okay.
We need
Kane, well,
leadership.
do we have an
because
answer?
because MLK passed away, because Malcolm X passed away, whatever assassination, all of that happened.
Yes, it did.
And we still need somebody else when we can't do it on our own.
Okay, Kane, hold up. Those great questions, but how are they going to fix Chicago? With all the violence, it's record numbers every year. It goes up. Black people killing Black people.
It's mainly because the government, Mayor Johnson, he just around here thinking that it's
Forget that.
I don't even know what he thinks
he's
that is
horrible.
going on. But
he's
horrible.
He is
and before
horrible.
him was the same way.
Well, ain't Whitehead or whatever her name was. Yes.
Same way. So yes, you have to get people in the position. If you're gonna go that route, you have to get those people that in position that can think on a different level rather than pandering or saying that we're less than of, or we're saying that we can't manage without these little handouts.
I hear you.
Because I think that's what's happening.
I hear you, but
I think that's what's happening.
That's still not saying. I think it has to be government involved. It has to be. Because we're going to get a group of men.
What you want the government to do then? If you want the government to be involved, and I'm not gonna say anything against it. So what's the first thing you want them to do for the Black community?
This is wild. I remember when I think it was
Black
Trump, when he said, "Hey, we'll get the reserves." I think the reserves to come in there, because especially when all the violence, the killing was happening at such a crazy rate in Chicago. Something.
So what do you?
Something.
So Mitch.
Yes.
Let's just Black people. Let's say Black people, Chicago. Narrow it down. You need the government to bring in the armed forces to help with the violence. Is that what you're saying?
That could be a possible solution. That could be a possible solution. Yes. And then they have to go somewhere.
Then what happens?
They eventually have to go.
Happens?
They eventually have to go. But order and if the government
who has to go?
The violence will have to go. You're not going to be able to keep shooting drive-bys and things of that nature in broad daylight. They won't be able to do it if we have somebody on the corner. I don't care if it's for a time limit. Yes, that might sound erratic, but something has to be done where the kids don't have to worry about walking to school. Parents don't have to worry about their kids going to school and being shot.
So what you're telling me?
Hire more people.
Is
what?
Hire more federal people, because you want the federal government involved.
Law enforcement, period.
Hire more federal agents or whatever to just stand on the corner.
Federal agents, state police, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but it's still federal.
Okay,
right?
okay, yes.
State is not doing anything. We see that now. We see the state is not doing anything.
Give them a bigger budget to hire more people.
What you mean give a budget? Where the money coming from?
Okay, we got money to send to Ukraine. We got money to send to Israel and everything.
So you're saying federal?
It doesn't matter. Yes.
Okay. So you're saying federal. So federal dollars need to go towards these cities like Chicago, New York,
the worst cities.
LA,
yes,
things in San Francisco. Those particular cities to man with who?
Okay. Now I'm free thinking this right now. Whoever you have to get, if it's the police chief, the mayor, this is what we're gonna do. You can't do it. They can't do it. And we'll have a little round table community meeting. Okay. Y'all said y'all wanted help. Okay. We're about
So
to do
what?
something about it. This is what we're gonna do.
So they're gonna bring the presence of military in these cities. That's what these particular cities need, right?
Kane, they need
No, I'm just
something.
asking. I'm just a question. Just a
Okay,
question, bro.
Kane.
That's
If
all.
if
I'm
it's
not. It's
not the
not against
listen,
you.
if
It's not
it's
against you.
not
I'm
the
just asking.
military, okay, that could be extreme. That is extreme actually. But
That's federal.
yeah,
Federal is
yeah, yeah.
military.
And then that's martial law. We're not declaring martial law. We won't even go into that. But if they put more money, hire more officers where we have them.
Are you saying there need to be more officers in Chicago than there is now? Because right now they got probably the highest.
I don't care.
Amount
I don't
of
care if they
people.
do have the highest
Need
amount.
more.
Put
Is
more.
What does that mean?
So we won't. So they can at least have people on community policing.
What do you want, man? What
It
tell me
would be
what
it
you
would be a
think that would help
police
in the
state.
old block at
Yeah.
63rd, wherever. Where do you think that you think they need a police station right there
Yes.
and have somebody on horses? What do you think that will help that community?
Kane, all I want to do was get the violence.
Services.
Get the violence down. Get the violence down.
I know what the end result you want, but what do you think that the government will be able to do to help that? You thinking just because you put some military members on the street, that's going to deter violence?
What do you think? If we have more, and let's exclude the military, okay? That's the final blow right there.
Because you said
I said that, yes, okay,
yeah,
that's the final right there. But if we hire, I don't know, 2,000, you hire more law enforcement to patrol the streets, actually patrol the streets. People that want to be there. People that want to
you want somebody on every block. You want somebody on every block.
I was saturated.
Yeah.
You are not going to be able to sell
just standing out there.
You're not going to be able to sell drugs.
Negative.
You won't be able to do it right on the counter.
Congregation. I don't think just because some people walking around and deterring crime, because I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, you can put all these people and they can be walking around, but they're not going to do it out in public. They're not going to do it on 67 and 3rd. They're not going to do that. That's not going to happen.
Hey, you make it
harder. They're going to do it in private.
Oh, you make it harder.
They're going to sell those illegal weapons in private.
Well, that's what they do now. Okay, we get more cops on the street.
They don't do it on the block where you got a whole line of them out there. Everybody got a little tent. That's not happening.
Roger that.
So how are you deterring anything?
We get more cops on the street. It's going to be investigations going on. You will find out, okay, we got CIs, confidential informants, giving them up in the money or whatever. All this plays a part in it. And then you find out where that next buy is going. Bust it. Okay, you bust another one. Now it's harder. They got to go further out to get these guns in. And we're going to...
That right there is nothing more than an informant. That's all it is. That's not needing more people out there. It's just an informant.
Well, Kane. You have to be extreme if you want to protect the people and to change things. That's what we're trying to do, change. We can send millions and billions of dollars out of the United States of America to help other people. Why can't we invest more money, more resources in Chicago, into these other areas where we see that it is just
so why wouldn't you look at the reason why Chicago needs it? Why do New York need it and not Birmingham?
Look.
Why not LA needs it? San Francisco needs it.
Are you finna say?
But
are you about to?
But I'm just saying certain cities need it, but certain cities don't need it.
You're gonna say because of
why is that?
The leadership. That's what you're about to say. The Democratic leadership.
Yes.
Well, get them out of there. But look, I would say this, and I done said this before.
All those cities and congregation, y'all can let us know. All those cities that are high in crime, those big cities are ran by mayors that are Democratic. Liberal.
True. But let me ask you this. And people, you have to educate yourself on this. What would it benefit you? Why wouldn't it benefit you if you chose a Republican? Because we done seen what time and time again under the Democratic leadership, how these cities are. Put a Republican in there and see if it's some changes come about. But I don't even know, does a Republican even want the responsibility to try to change Chicago, to try to change New York? Do they want that responsibility? I tell you, if a Republican gets in there and can change some things that's going on in New York, hey, we might can make that. He might be on his way to becoming president. But do they want that responsibility? Because you're going to be fighting the people. And do the people, if you want change, let's vote for change. They have all the immigration. Chicago is one of the big places that they're putting the immigrants. Now immigrants and the locals, black people, they're beefing, fighting, hurting one another. This is becoming ridiculous. Let's change some of this leadership.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to be extreme.
And
Kane.
that's what the young lady is talking about. And I want to continue and see what else she has to say. But that's exactly what she's talking about. Even though there's some issues.
Yeah, some issues.
It's so like, yeah, she's kind of like, I need you to get together. And she's probably going to get, she was mentioning that she's supposed to be going to trial or whatever. I don't know, but we'll see. Let's hear it.
My mind. Okay? Blows my mind. Let me explain something to you. I have never in my life dealt with racism. People are like, technically it's systematic. Systematic racism means it's supposed to be racism there in the system, but you can't see it because it's so intertwined in the system. Let me explain something to you. I did not experience racism until the day Joe Biden used Letitia James, a black attorney general, along with Damian Williams, a black FBI head of FBI agency, and they indicted me for standing against the abortion murder of black kids. Do you know the agent that they used to investigate me was a black man? He has an African name. Do you know that they used their tokens to go after black people that got out of line? They used the guys in the house in line cleaning the bathroom to get the ones out on the field trying to wake people up to know that this is slavery and this is bondage. Do you know that? Do you know that Kamala is a token? Do you know that nobody wanted to endorse her? Not even Obama wanted to endorse her because she's incompetent. Nobody wanted her in the position, but they did it because she was black.
Oh, what?
That's an insult. That means you're not intelligent enough. That means you're not quick enough. That means you're not smart enough. That means you're not even equipped. You're just black. And it works. And no, it's not benefiting the entire black community. No. Let's just put a token in because that's enough of them. They'll struggle to the end as long as they can look up at that token for the rest of their life. How? Listen, I promise you I wasn't going to say nothing. Let me explain something to you. I am so tired of the black community and y'all low standards. The standards are so low. You are so low in your standards, that even in your vote, that we are looked at as a joke. Do you understand other communities are coming in and laughing at us? You have Russians and Ukrainians and people from all these different countries coming in. They're getting trade jobs. They're starting businesses. They're buying houses on the block. They've been here for 10 years and we're scrambling to the top. And yet we don't stand for it when it really matters. We just want to see somebody that look like us and we good. Oh, she look like us. That works. That's your standard? That works? Oh, she look like me. She's black. First of all, she's not, but I ain't even gonna go there with you. For your sake, for your peace and comfort,
don't you say nothing, Kay.
She's black. But guess what? She don't give a damn about you. She don't give a damn about you. She didn't petition for nothing regarding the black community since she's been up there. But you know what, Kirk Franklin? Pull up. Because you know we ain't really been doing that for 3 years. Go ahead, pull up and sing, dance, twirl. That's what they see y'all as. Dance, twirl, sing, nigga. I'm going to say it straight up because it's a hard thing to hear. But you need to hear it. You're out of line When you speak the gospel of Jesus, when you speak the truth, when you say that abortion is murder, when you say that these things are wrong, when you say that homosexuality is wrong, you are out of line. Who are you to say what's wrong and what's right and who's the true and living God? Go dance.
Why do black people have to have somebody that's the same skin tone in order to be inspired? We've talked about this in previous episodes or whatever. I know nobody really watched it and they just kind of shut it down or whatever. But why is it that black people, we got to sit here and talk about things only if it's black related?
I'm joking now, but is it because we are an emotional people? Okay. Hey, hold up. See? Woo!
That's a
We
possibility.
hitting on something.
We're emotional. And the liberal Democratic Party knows where to press the buttons. It's like, all right, we know that these guys are emotional. Let me pander to their emotions.
You might be hitting
their
on
vote. Do you think that's possible?
something.
I'm just throwing out ideas, not to say that it's true or false, but look, what do y'all think? Give me your opinion on it in the comments. Let us know.
I like this, boy. Hey, I like this. We haven't got into it in a long time. People put it in the comments. All right. That was good.
For sure, man. And anything else for the congregation? Let them know. Anything else?
We all can do this together. Okay. That was people watch the content. Put it out there. We will talk about anything. And
put it out there. You know, your girl on the video, she was just, ranting about, how black people will just, pick a person because of color and not even think about policy. And I get it. A lot of the times it's local policy versus federal policy. And a lot of people don't even pay attention to that too as well. They just like, hey, let me pick the president. The president's going to fix it all. Yes. It's your local policy because states have a lot of jurisdiction on what you do and what you can't do in your local area. So that if you haven't done it already, register to vote for sure. And that's the uncomfortable truth. Hey,
do something. He a buster though. That dude, he my dog, but hey, he a buster. Hey.
But you want to just listen to us. We on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Google Podcast, all of them.